The definition of the word proud, as defined by dictionary.com, is feeling pleasure or satisfaction over something regarded as highly honorable or creditable to oneself. As humans, we tend to use this word when it may not be warranted, or disregard it when it should be utilized in a situation. Getting good grades in school or making a new friend will usually constitute a "we're so proud of you" from a person's parents, but they are basically required to provide encouragement for their children. A real, genuine, proud moment comes after months of hard work and overcoming adversity time and time again. I finally experienced that feeling of proudness my senior year of high school during our indoor drumline season, after my final performance in front of thousands of people at Atlantic Coast Championships in Wildwood, New Jersey. A typical indoor drumline season begins in mid-November and runs until championships in the beginning of May. After months of practice and competitions, we made the trip over to Wildwood and set up for what was going to be an exciting weekend. Many people did not expect us to be in the position that we were in heading into championships, third place in our division, because we had lost a large number of seniors after my junior year. Critics wrote us off and thought it would be a rebuilding year, but we had different ideas. The word rebuild was now considered a bad word for us. We wanted to prove everyone wrong, and it would take commitment from every single person to pull it off. This push for a strong finish had to start with myself and my fellow seniors in the drumline. Most of us had multiple years' experience with indoor drumline, and we knew that we could do something special with this amazing group of musicians. We had to always have a positive attitude and push each other to continue improving so that no one took any steps back. We had already accomplished so much during the season, but we would not accept anything less than everyone's very best until we played our very last note together. After our preliminary performance at championships, we had jumped into second place in our division, just 1/10 of a point behind the first place drumline. I was in total disbelief. Now that I look back and think about it, there are no words to describe how I felt when I found that out. I knew that we had one more show to perform, but I just had to shed a few tears because we were proving people wrong in every way, and there was now a chance that we could go home as champions. So for the next 2 days, we were focused on nothing but our show, and how we were going to perform at 7:45 p.m. on May 2nd, 2015. Finals day had arrived, and the entire group was ready to throw down an awesome show. Warm-up started and ended in what seemed like an instant, and we began to make the trek from our hotel to the convention center over the old, rickety wood beams, where we knew our season would be over within the next couple of hours. We arrived at the performance arena without any problems and pushed our equipment to our waiting block. Then it was time for a tradition, a sing-through of our show to get everyone hype. We gathered in a large circle, embraced each other, and sang the show, just like we were about to perform it. Now we were in show mode and eager to get on the floor to perform. I just sat with my eyes closed, hoping and praying that we could go out there and perform the best show of our season. The group before us finished, and it was now time for us to perform. We entered through the large opening in the back wall to the performance area, and we waited for the go-ahead from the judge to set up. Once we got the thumbs up, I had a feeling of joy that I had never experienced before, and it just grew as the show progressed. The performance continued to get better and better as we went on, and we ended with a note that I put all of the energy I had left into, after the day that we had, after the season that we had, after 4 years of indoor drumline that I had endured to get to this final point. From the first note I played on marimba my freshman year of high school, I now realized that it all led up to that final hit, in that final performance. I had finally experienced that feeling of being proud, and someone being truly proud of me. I was proud of every single person that I just performed that show with. Every one of them played a crucial role in that show, and we would not have gotten to where we were if we would have been missing even one person from that group. Our instructor came over and hugged me for what seemed like forever. That man believed in me from the beginning, and I could not thank him enough for everything that he had done for me and for the drumline during his time with us. We were one big family, a family who cries together, laughs together, and plays incredible music together. And that's why I am so proud to have been a member of the Central Dolphin Drumline for 4 years. It was an experience I'm never going to forget, and not only that very last show in Wildwood, but I feel like the past 4 years have been leading up to that moment. And, starting with freshman year, when barely knew anything about drumline, didn't know what was going on. I had to really step back and see what it was all about, and that was really the starting point for me to get where I was today. And then going into sophomore year, I got put on a new instrument, so that, some more responsibilities. I had another year under my belt. Just another stepping block in the process of going through, and that led into junior year. I became a student leader, 2 years under my belt now. The younger kids were starting to look up to me and see what I was doing. Maybe I could help them with any problems they were have, playing wise or otherwise. And I had a great year that year.
and then that led up to the finale of the senior year. It was an awesome 4 years. I had a great time. Really sad I don't get to play with those people again. They were some awesome people. Did some great stuff. Um, I just wish them the best of luck this year. Can't say it enough how proud I am of them. And yeah, indoor drumline, one of the greatest times of my life.